This house it's a part of my family. Just like I take care of my husband, my children, I take care of my house. We never stop doing that. I felt a house becomes a home where you want to come back every day.
This 13-cent plot, it had closely knit residential space all around. We had hard time designing the skewed house because the language was quite different from what was accepted back then. Something that which was not seen back then in Kerala. And that nature of uniqueness was to be carried out in every choice for the house. That is one of the reasons why the skewed house shaped the way it is. Most of the features of the house comes out of a reflection or a response to the climatic conditions. It sits in such a way that the sides are not at 90 degrees to each other. And we have designed the skewed house in 3 different ways with pockets of ventilation.
And then you have this formal living, which is kind of an extension of the foyer space, or probably the sit-out, which can be called a larger sit-out. Formal living is outside the secure part of the house. So in that sense, we could design the formal living in a manner without any grills. And it also has a courtyard. This small pocket of landscape gives you the notion that you're sitting outside, or probably connected to the exteriors directly.
So it's been 11 years that we moved in here. But even now, I don't feel that our house has become outdated. During that time, modernity was building something with the wood other from the traditional Indian style. They say that if you take the wood away from the house, you are taking away the warmth of the house also with that. So without wood, we can create that same amount of warmth. That is what we were searching for.
And also this uniqueness that they wanted in design carried out in everything that we could possibly intervene in. One of the requirements that the clients had shared initially was that they wanted the visuals of wood altogether eliminated from the house. So we used DuPont Korean, a material which was introduced back then in our Indian market, and such interventions were new to us back then, but then we were all excited, and we didn't find it as a challenge. It was more of an excitement for us to explore in those lines. We didn't want the busyness that you see outside to be reflecting inside, because as busy doctors or as busy professionals, one would always want a calming retreat when you come back home.
And from the dining area, you move on to the family space. It's a much larger space because it's a double height volume. And you have an equally large volume as an external garden which is plugged onto the space. So that external garden or courtyard becomes essentially the breathing or the central focal space. And you have this dynamic screen in terms of design, which casts this wonderful dynamic shadows in this space, ever-changing shadows which changes across the seasons and across the day.
Many of the choices that we made back then regarding this particular residence, it was quite challenging. And the fact that isn't it a little ahead of its time? It was asked in several different ways by people from several different fields. But then we went with our gut feeling, at times praying that it would really work. To be back here after so many years and to see that it's pristinely kept and that the clients are extremely happy and everything is intact and safely playing out. It's a beautiful feeling.
Even when you are in the bedroom spaces, bedroom has total privacy from the rest of the stay. Even when you are in the family space, the bedroom is right next to it, and the master bedroom is also connected to the courtyard. Yet it is positioned in a manner you don't see the master bedroom at all. It is designed in that manner. Though it is an ever-flowing, interconnected, fluid sort of a spatial configuration, every nook and corner of this house is designed in a manner it has its deserved privacy.
When it came to the staircase, they wanted a very unique idea to be played out. At the same time, we didn't want a kind of aesthetics which did not match the overall simplicity of the interiors. So we designed a staircase in 3 mm bent sheet. It was a huge challenge, so we had to structure it, design it ourselves. The staircase was done in folded sheets which were welded in pieces, and the supports were done in glass, which turned out to be handrail also. And the glass and the staircase were connected with studs, and these were custom made to take the load of the staircase.
These spaces are designed in a manner to flow into one another. So when you move through the spaces, not only in terms of its width, in terms of its height, also it's kind of a varying experience.
Played it with neutral shades for general selection of materials, like let's say the flooring, the walls. At the same time, by introduction of certain elements like the accent color that you see right now, it is yellow. We introduced it by using it in upholstery, certain curios, and bed linen.
We have an idea, we have a concept about our house, but that has to be brought into a structure. So for that, you need an architect who can visualize your ideas, and at the same time, it caters all our functionalities. Actually, we are waiting to see what will happen after 11 years from now.